The following podcast is sponsored by Structure Tech.
We provide all of the materials and all the expertise needed to maintain everything in your home. So we're changing furnace filters, we're delivering softener salt, cleaning your AC unit, cleaning air exchangers, basically everything. We have a list of about 35 items that our clients pick from, and then we take care of those when we visit their home.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode of Structure Talk. I'm Bill Ulbrich, alongside my co-hosts Tessa Murray and Ruben Saltzman. And today in the studio, we have Daniel Felt with us from Kura Home Maintenance, and we're going to talk about home maintenance. Fall is when you get all of this stuff done, the big stuff on a regular basis. But Daniel's going to talk to us about why you need to do this on a regular basis. Not just fall, winter, summer, spring, the whole deal. And just like hockey season never ends, neither does home maintenance. So Daniel, if you could just take a minute and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your company and how you got into the home maintenance business, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, thank you for having me. So we started in 2016 to essentially prolong the life of homes and help them be more efficient. So we visit our clients. Typically, it's once a quarter. If you have a needy home, we like to call them, we'll come monthly, but that's pretty rare. And for some really simplistic homes, we'll come biannually. But a majority of our clients, we visit once a quarter. We provide all of the materials and all the expertise needed to maintain everything in your home. So we're changing furnace filters, we're delivering softener salt, cleaning your AC unit, cleaning air exchangers, basically everything. We have a list of about 35 items that our clients pick from, and then we take care of those when we visit their home.
So are you on a first name basis with everybody? When you roll up, they're like, hey, come on in, and check this out, or how does it all work?
Not at this time. So we do have a team. Currently we have 3 crews that are out running. Everyone is trained by me, but I still go out and I give the initial walkthrough because we have a really nice client form that they can actually pick and choose the items. It looks like a report card for your home.
Great.
And so they pick and choose the items that they want to have. So if everything goes really well, you just deal with our office and our techs.
I mean, Ruben can talk about this. He has searched for years to find a reputable maintenance company to tell our clients about. So Ruben, I'll let you talk about that, sir.
I mean, we have people like kind of knocking down our door to get exactly what it is that you offer. We've had so many people say, well, all right, well, you guys do all this stuff for us, but you're telling me I got to do this with my furnace and I got to do this with my water softener. Can I hire you guys to do that? And I mean, people have been asking us this for 20 years. This was kind of a pipe dream of my dad's back over 20 years ago now. It was a discussion to have this type of service, and we just never found a way to really make it fit what we do. We're inspecting houses or we're working on houses. It's one of the two. And we've drawn a really clear dividing line, but we get so many people wanting all of this. And so when I met you the first time, I was just like, what? You do what?
Yeah.
Tell me more. I was just delighted with all of this. And
Thank
so I love the fact that we can refer you guys' services. And, I got to say this too. You'll hear it at the break. We now have a commercial for you guys that we're running. Bill, explain the commercial.
I hate home maintenance. I can't think of anything I would rather do less than do something on my house. And so I think you fill an amazing need because, let's face it, if you're a modern family and you've got 2.5 kids and you live outside of the ring, the 494, 694 ring, you probably have a newer house. You probably have a house that needs regular attention, and you're probably at an ice rink more than you are in your living room. So things fall through the cracks. Yeah. And I mean, Tess, you talked about this story recently. You opened a HRV and it was like a snow shower on you from like moths or something? I mean, it's just gross. And nobody understands what these boxes are for. So that's where Kura comes in, and I love it. I love it.
And one other thought on this, I mean, I guess I didn't specify, but when I talk about that commercial we're doing, usually when people have commercials, it's a paid advertisement. I just want to be clear, that's not what this is. We're just telling people about Kura because we love them. Yeah. We have no financial arrangement with Daniel whatsoever. We don't advertise on his website. He doesn't advertise with us. We just like his service, and we like to tell people about it. That's all this is.
Well, yeah, in like Tess, I know from a building science perspective, you're like, this is absolutely necessary.
So necessary.
So why?
Well, I mean, if you don't maintain your systems properly, and we're talking about like, your furnace, if you don't change the filter regularly, your HRV, ERV, if you don't change the filters and clean the intakes, then your mechanical systems won't work the way they're supposed to, and that could have an impact on your air quality, the lifespan of these mechanical systems, moisture buildup in the house, all sorts of things. Really, really important. And I mean, we haven't even talked about dryer ducts yet. I'm sure Daniel has some great stories about maybe some dirty dryer ducts, but it could even be fire hazards if you neglect some of these things,
Yeah, 100%. We find dryer vents are actually completely clogged. We turn the dryer on and we go outside to test the airflow and there's nothing there. So, I mean, essentially, you guys are 100% right. Over time, if you're not cleaning your dryer vent, it's going to become a hazard. And we've run into some pretty close calls where maybe one's going to happen today or tomorrow, but the air was not getting outside the home from that dryer exhaust.
In some of these dryers, I mean, in natural gas, there's a fire occurring naturally
Yeah.
in this unit to dry your clothes, and then there's just this massive. It's almost like a firecracker wick all the way out to the outside of your house if you don't clean it out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand what's going on under the hood in your clothes dryer, but you have a straight up flame inside there. That
Yeah.
is shooting a flame at a drum, basically.
Yeah.
And this is no joke. This will start things on
You just
fire.
scared me. I have a gas dryer in my house. I need to check that and make sure it's clean.
The first time I was on an inspection, the cover was missing, and they saw it. They're like, "There's something really wrong with this." I'm like, "No, the
That's a
cover's
gas
just
dryer.
missing. That is what they do."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they're like, "Are you
crazy.
kidding?" Yeah, absolutely.
Daniel, do you get on roofs? Do you check dryer ducts that vent through attics? So like people that have like laundry rooms on the second floor.
Yep. Yeah, we
do
most
that?
definitely we clean them outside, out the roof. We do quite a
Okay.
bit. When we do go up in the, considering we know that most people, like you said, Bill, in the suburbs, stuff
Yeah.
like that, they're not going up there
No.
frequently. I mean,
No.
you're not. I know you have good intentions, but all of a sudden 4 years have gone by. So yeah, we're cleaning out the top of it, and we get all the debris out of there. So we're just making
Wow.
sure that we're getting all the way down in the dryer with our tools to get that clean for you.
well, that's a good segue. So when we come back, Daniel, let's just kind of cover what it is you do when you get into a house. Hi, everyone. Bill Ulrich from Structure Talk. We talk a lot about maintenance on the podcast. If you're like me, I'd rather be doing anything other than maintaining my house. Problem is, my neglectful nature can bring unexpected surprises. So what's a fantasy football fan like me to do? Punt! That's why I recommend Kura Home Maintenance. They actually like home maintenance, and they're happy to do it for you. For a couple dollars a day, they'll keep your home on track. They free you up to enjoy your weekends. Check them out at curahome.com. That's K-U-R-A home.com. Gotta get back to the game. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Structure Talk, a Structure Tech presentation. Again, I'm here alongside Tessa Murray and Ruben Saltzman, and we have Daniel Felt in studio, and we're talking about home maintenance. And before the break, Daniel, I wanted you to kind of dig into what it is you do. So tell me about a typical house, 1990 or newer, that's got some things that need attention. What are you walking into?
So if you called our company starting from the very beginning, I would come out and meet with you. It takes about 20 minutes, and we walk through your kitchen, your laundry room, and your utility room. So in the kitchen, we are cleaning your refrigerator coils. We're changing that water filter in the refrigerator for you.
How often do you need to do the refrigerator coil? Because I've never done one before.
Yeah, so it's
Tell me
recommended to
more
do
about
that
this.
annually. So,
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
I'm a
So
couple
All right,
years
sorry,
behind.
go on.
yeah, so recommend doing that annually. Refrigerator, it's by gallons, but as a standard, you should do that. Change that about every 6 months for standard use for that refrigerator filter. Cleaning the garbage disposal just gets all that junk out of there. Not only does it help with the smell, but so it's not corroding on the edges. It's kind of similar to like if a water heater corrodes. It's because there's sediment building up on the bottom there. So
How do you clean that out? Like with a chemical or with
it's
device?
actually so easy that just no one does it. But we
Wait,
take
wait,
You
Don't
don't
give
want to
away
give
the
it
secret.
away.
No, I can give it away. I can give it away. So we take a handful of ice cubes, and that's gonna help sharpen it and clean, get that junk off.
Really?
And then about a half cup of vinegar. You pour those in together, and you run that garbage disposal for about 10 seconds. The smell is like miraculously gone. I just did it to my house this weekend, and yeah, because my wife was frustrated.
That's
My
a
house
cool
is like
trick.
the
Yeah.
plumber's pipes leak type deal. So my wife was complaining about a smelly garbage disposal. So in the kitchen, we're cleaning the range hood. That definitely needs to be cleaned. We clean it every time we go, so quarterly basis. And we can clean and seal granite countertops. That's not as necessary for the home, but a lot of people like the cosmetic look of that.
I want to dig into all of these.
Okay.
These all sound like things that people could use more information on.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I feel like there's a clear dividing line. There's going to be people who absolutely love this and they want to hire you. There's going to be other people who say, I wouldn't dream of hiring this out. I'm doing this myself. And for those people, I just want to share your tricks because
Yeah.
they're not going to hire you anyways.
Yeah, most
So
definitely.
when you talk about cleaning the hood fan, I mean, it's true, right? When you talk about cleaning the hood fan, what do you do for that?
Yeah, so there's several different makes and models. The really simplistic ones, there's just a little filter. They're typically about 6 by 10 inches. You take those, they pop off. You can spray them. Some people put them in a washing machine. We don't have time to do that because we're not going to stay for twiddle our thumbs while your washing machine's running. But so we spray a degreaser, a green clean product that is just going to degrease that. It's kid and pet friendly, but that's going to clean that. For more industrious, when you get into higher end homes, we're having to take down a few more things. We actually remove covers and we take the fan blades out actually and degrease those. No matter what the make or model is, we take it all down, we put it in the sink, and we're cleaning it in that area. So a lot of it is degreasing. If it's never been cleaned, we've had people calling us just to degrease a range hood, and it can take our guys we've had to use like a heat gun actually to like melt it off.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's built up for so long, and that can take about 2 hours with 2 guys, so 4 man hours. And these guys are professionals with the right tools. But once you do it once, if you're doing it quarterly, it should be about a 15 to 20 minute project. And that's the whole basis of our company, is just by doing it routinely when you're supposed to, that fan isn't working as hard, so it's gonna last longer, and it's not getting junk built up.
Yeah.
So that's just one little machine in your home.
Sure.
So,
It's one of these things, it boggles my mind. People change the oil in their car and they understand that you need to maintain that, and they just will completely neglect the biggest investment they've ever, made. And I'm guilty of it too, because last time I changed my first filter, it was in for 9 months.
Yeah, you're the worst. We
Major fan.
know how you operate your home after we did our fall maintenance podcast.
Yes, that's correct. So Daniel, start to finish on a normal house, are you there for 45 minutes, 2 hours?
So the first visit, it's going to be a little bit longer. We typically have 2 techs there for about 2 to 3 hours on our average home. After that, we're hoping that 2 guys can come in for about an hour and 15 to an hour and a half. So about 3 man hours every quarter. We're bringing all the materials, everything. So it's really cool because when we give an estimate, it actually tells us the approximate amount of time. Like if you're going to deliver, get softener salt, right? It would probably take you about 35 to 40 minutes to go to Home Depot or the whatever store, get softener salt and bring it back. So our average person would take about 11 to 14 hours to maintain their home, in what we can do in about an hour and a half.
He sold me.
Yeah.
It's a huge time. And Bill, what you said earlier too about your average client, a lot of people when they hear about our company, they're like, oh, this is going to be great for my 70-year-old mom. Realistically, we have like 4 or 5 people that are retired. Almost every single one of our clients is simply just too busy.
Working professionals.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep. They've got a few kids, a dog running around the backyard, and they're busy. A lot of them are dual income or a stay-at-home parent.
Yeah.
And these are busy people that they know it's supposed to be done, and they have the intent. We have people that will give an estimate like a year ago, and they call us like, we literally haven't done anything since you were here last. We do want to sign up now. So it's very, very common, and your home sells for more when it's been maintained. Everything lasts longer. It's very affordable to maintain the appliances in your home.
So I did spend an afternoon with one of the techs and saw how the whole operation worked. And we got to the furnace. You guys changed the humidity filter, but that thing was so gunked up in 4 months. I was like, what does it look like if somebody pays absolutely no attention to this?
Yeah, we've seen, we call them humidifier filters or a water panel. We have seen those completely calcified over. I mean, just done for. I mean, there's no way, because, water is supposed to trickle through that so that air can flow through and humidify the home. And I know I've had a conversation with Ruben about how much we all don't like humidifiers. But if they're working properly and the filter is being changed, they can be great in some of these larger homes. But there's so many things that we find completely neglected. The HRVs, I mean, every time we can go a couple weeks without seeing, it's like, oh, these aren't that bad. And about 2 weeks ago, we had 2 of them in a row that were completely molded over, and they were running. So you were just pumping mold into the home. Yeah. And people have no idea. They never, like you said, they never open that box in their utility room because I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I wish we had more time to educate everybody and to be able to balance these houses out. So it'd be nice to have a couple hours after they move in to be like, okay, now we have your full attention. This is on you. And so indoor air quality is going to run through this metal box. So not only do you need to call Kura, but you need to understand that dial and what you're doing when you're turning it. I thought we could get through all of what you do in one segment, but that's clearly not possible. So we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna jump back into the utility room and then go off to the washer and dryer and all that fun stuff. You're listening to Structure Talk. I'm your host, Bill Ulrich, alongside Home Inspector Extraordinaire Ruben Saltzman and Building Science Guru Tessa Murray. We'll be right back.
Hi everybody, Ruben Saltzman here with the Structure Talk podcast. We talk a lot about education on our podcast because this is one of our core values here at Structure Tech. To prove how important this is to us, we actually teach free continuing education classes to real estate agents all over the Twin Cities. We've been doing this for years, and we have classes ranging from 1 to 4 hours in length. These classes are taught by both me and Tessa. And if you're interested in having us come out to teach at your office, all you need to do is visit our website, click on the Education tab, and you can see instructions on how to get us out to your office. And you can also see a calendar of upcoming events. If you're interested in having us come out, please visit our website at structuretech1.com.
All right, welcome back to Structure Talk, Structure Tech presentation. Again, we're here with Daniel Felt from Kura Home Maintenance talking about just the things that you need to do on a regular basis to keep your house running in tip-top shape. So, Daniel, before we left off, we had talked about the kitchen and then talked about HRVs. But what else? You're in the laundry room, you're in the mechanical room.
Yeah, so laundry room really quick. Wash machines, front loaders, they need to be clean on the inside. We don't clean the inside, but there's a filter on some makes and models. So if you look on the lower left or right-hand corner, there's a little square. It looks like a postcard about that size. There's a filter that needs to be cleaned. It might be one of the smelliest things we do. A lot of homeowners love to leave that to us. So we clean that out every visit that we're there. For dryers,
So wait, hold on. For that filter,
Yeah, that blew my mind. I did not know that washers had filters on them.
Yeah, so it's
Did
catching
you, Ruben?
all the debris that's going out so it doesn't clog your drain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How often are you supposed to check that or change it?
Highly recommend frequently. We do it every
Weekly.
3 months.
Weekly?
Yeah.
No.
If you were the perfect homeowner, you'd probably be doing it about once a month.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And do you just clean it or do you have to replace it?
No, it just needs to be cleaned
Clean.
out. Correct.
You
Okay.
unscrews and then you
Not
you
looking
pull
forward to
all the
that.
gunk
Yeah,
and stuff
Not
out.
looking forward
Yeah,
to
and mucky water comes out. You gotta clean it up. It's
So
really
if
fun.
you have a washing machine that smells like sewage, is that probably it?
It can be one of the things. I mean, because that smell it reeks.
Does
when we
yours
pull
smell
that
like
out, so-
sewage?
No,
Ruben?
but I've done some inspections where I run the
Oh.
washing machine and all of a sudden it's just like, yuck.
Yeah, I
Or
bet
you
a
can
lot of
smell
junk
it
is
before
built.
you get there. You
Yeah.
walk up the
Yeah.
stairs and the laundry room is right there
Yeah.
and you're like,
So you should always leave that open when you're not operating it, and then change that filter. Clean that
Clean
filter
it.
out as frequently as you think about it. So at least every quarter, and it's gonna really help with that smell. So for the dryer, we're cleaning on it's a front loader as well. We can clean the interior of that dryer. So we take out the little filter. There's some screws in there. We get that. We can clean around the drum to help prevent that. Obviously, after each load, I hope everyone knows you should be cleaning that little lint trap out. But and then on an annual basis, we're cleaning the exterior dryer vent. If we're in a home and we see like 4 or 5, 6 little kids running around, we're gonna clean that like biannually for them, just because we know it's being used a lot. So I come from a family of 6. I know that the laundry is run every day. So
never shuts off.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, that's about it for the laundry room. Those filters and just cleaning up things, really common. But getting into the bathroom area, we're cleaning bathroom fans on a annual basis. A lot of people want the exterior to be cleaned as well. We have done that for them, but we never find anything. Really common misconception. So cleaning
the bath fan.
Yep,
Yeah.
on the bath fan. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yep. So that's, some people just want that cleaned and we tell them, but if you want it, you want it. So,
Yep.
but cleaning that bathroom, so taking off the cover, getting up in there helps that bath fan run more efficiently and all it's just quieter and all that stuff. So I know you guys have a lot of stories about bathroom fans too. So
You wrote a blog recently, Ruben,
Yeah.
about a fire.
Yeah,
from
about
a
one that
bath fan.
started on fire during our
Yes.
inspection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was scary.
yeah,
Crazy.
I read that
Timing
blog
is
with
what
it.
I
With,
call that.
yeah, I read that blog with my jaw open, so I was couldn't believe it. But yeah, so then cleaning drains, another huge one that's really gross, really easily neglected. You don't see it. All of a sudden, the water's not flowing anymore, and those need to be cleaned as well. So
Do you take them apart?
we can. So we have like a 3 steps, if this then that type deal. There's a really cool product called the Power Plumber. You can get it for about $10, and it actually shoots a little blast of air through. You just have to make sure you cover out that, what's it called? Where
The
it's at?
overflow?
The overflow, yep.
So it doesn't shoot back
Yeah, so it
at
doesn't
you.
shoot back at you. Experienced that the hard way. But but that's actually, then that leaves little enzymes in there. That's actually cleaning and eating away at that as well. It's a really nice green friendly way to do that. We don't drive around the cities with 50-gallon barrels of Drano by any means. We don't use Drano. So
Question: is that okay to use on like galvanized steel drain pipes, like older drain pipes? Do you know? Is it?
I
It's
would
like a
assume-
chemical.
No, it's just like a little enzyme that's
Okay.
eating. So it should be just fine.
Yeah.
We've never had an issue with it, and we use it every day
Yeah.
in multiple homes. So
My guess, though, is you're not in a bunch of old houses with old galvanized drains.
we're not. No.
These are the modern ones, like the fancy cars and stuff. I don't mean the people who have these houses have fancy cars. What I'm saying is it's a more technical building than my house, which was built in the 40s.
Yeah, I'd say our average home that we're in is less than 20, 25 years old, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're in a lot of the suburbs. We do a lot of work in the Edina area too, but we're basically full circle around the metropolitan area. That's where we do most of our work, where homes are built in the last 25 years.
Makes total sense.
So yeah, so other than that, we used to do a few other items, but Ruben, I used to touch on earlier, kind of finding where your sweet spot is, and the line between routine maintenance and handyman is so fine.
Yeah.
And so we stay really far away from handyman stuff. We're not a handyman company. We do the routine maintenance that you're supposed to be doing if you were the perfect homeowner.
Sure.
Those are all the things that we're doing. So we're not going to remodel that bathroom for you by any means. That's not us.
Will you offer suggestion?
Yeah,
Like
we have
a nice white subway tile over here. With...
my wife would be really good at
Design
that.
services.
Not me so much, but we have a lot of referrals that are highly vetted. That we know the owners or the salespeople that are working there, and we highly trust them enough to put our name behind them. So we try to have a referral for everything. But as you guys know, you can't have an answer for all. But it's really nice to be able to give your clients answers when you're there.
Okay, so after people hear this and they're like, "Yep, I'm out of the home maintenance business. I'm gonna sub that out." Where do they find you? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, so you can find a lot of information on our Facebook, searching Kura Home, our website, kurahome.com. The best way to figure out exactly what we can do for you in your home, shoot our office a call, and from there, I will personally come out, walk through your home. It takes about 20 minutes to show you everything that we offer. I try to have a very informational walkthrough so that worst case scenario, at least you're more prepared to be a better homeowner, and we'll create that little client form for you. It basically looks like a report card for your house. You can fill it out for each quarter, everything. And now we actually made some edits since you guys have seen that report card, and it actually tells you how frequently you're supposed to do everything. I mean, this is like the answer key to being a homeowner.
Do you offer them the card with just all F's on it to begin with? And say,
No,
we're going to move in this direction?
We try to not make people feel bad. I try to kind of, just act like it's totally normal. We see some pretty crazy stuff, but I mean, people, there's a reason why they're calling us. It's because they need home maintenance, and we're not judging, we're not judging them for that. So yeah, we see really crazy things, and utility rooms are the one area where no one brings a guest ever.
Yeah.
Every time I walk into
Yeah.
someone's home, they're like, "Excuse the mess." I'm not kidding. That's like a guarantee. I would bet on it.
Yeah.
Every home that I walk into, and they're not they're not even that bad. If I can walk through the utility room, I'm pretty happy.
I always joke that when I go into a house, people always say, "Oh, excuse the way it looks," and I always say, the people who need to be forgiven for how it looks never apologize.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
true.
Don't worry, your house is fine.
Yeah.
All right. We got to put a bow on this one, but thank you, Daniel, for coming in and talking all about home maintenance. If you want to find him, you can catch him on Facebook, Kura Home Maintenance.
Yep.
It's the easiest way to get a hold of them. And if you want homeowner status or like homeowner of the year award, high status as a homeowner, call Kura. They'll take care of you. Until next time, you've been listening to Structure Talk.
For more information on how we can provide you with the right information about your home before you buy or sell, contact us at structuretech1.com. For more information on how we can provide you with the right information about your home before you buy or sell, contact us at structuretech1.com.